What is going on, everybody? Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an album reaction to Olivia Rodrigo's debut album, Sour. Now, yes, I know I'm behind the times here. This album dropped about a year or two ago, and I think this is the only album we actually have from her. But recently, I discovered her new single, Vampire, and I found it very impressive, so it led me here. Anyway, if you guys are new around here, please consider liking and subscribing. If you'd like to see some more uncut stuff and some live performances from Olivia Rodrigo, I'm going to be doing that later on Patreon, so consider joining that if you want to keep the lights on around here. All right, first song up is Brutal, and there's an official music video. Let's check it out. Oh, it's 8-bit? What the hell? It's trippy.
I want it to be like this.
Oh. Turn this up.
I'm so insecure, I think that I'll die before I drink. And I'm so caught up in the news of who likes me and who hates you. And I'm so tired that I might quit my job, start a new life. And they'd all be so disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17, where's my fucking teenage dream? If someone tells me one more time, enjoy your youth, I'm gonna cry. And I don't stick up for myself, I'm anxious and nothing can help. And
oh, we've all been there.
And I wish people liked me more. All I did was try my best. That's the kind of things I get. I'm relentlessly
Groovy, man. It's got a surf rock feel.
the golden years, but I wish I could disappear. Ego crush is so severe. God, it's brutal out here.
Yeah, man, we've all been here.
I feel like no one wants me, and I hate the way I'm perceived. I only have 2 real friends, and lately I'm a nervous wreck, cause I love people I don't like, and I hate every song I write, and I'm not cool and I'm not smart, and I can't even parallel park.
Can't even parallel park. I mean, honestly, I still can't parallel park. I suck at it.
Brutal out here.
It's so catchy.
Just having a really good time. Got a broken ego, broken heart. God, I don't even to start.
Interesting. I think this is a great introduction to both the album and kind of her mindset and possibly a bit of her personality. She talks about the idea that it's often romanticized, that this is the best time in your life. I think we all know that's just not true. It's supposed to be carefree and fun. She calls it the golden years, but that's just not the case. These years are riddled with anxiety and all sorts of issues. You know, the youth of today understand that I actually don't. You know, I wasn't raised in the social media generation, so I never had like that back and forth and the pettiness of it all. All I had was putting up an AIM AOL Instant Messenger away message that was moody and brooding, and that was how I did my thing. Brutal reads like a party song, but it's definitely riddled with anxiety. This is an interesting album opener, but I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Let's keep going. I like the harmonies building.
Guilty eyes and little white lies. Yeah, I played dumb, but I always knew that you talked to her. Maybe did even worse. I kept quiet so I could keep you. And ain't it funny how you ran to her the second that we called it quits? And ain't it funny how you said you were friends? Now it sure as hell don't look like it. You've been
It sounds like he may have cheated here, Olivia. I don't know. Oh, man. I think I know where this song is going.
Now you bring her around just to shut me down, show her off like she's a new trophy.
That's kind of evil.
I know if you were true, there's no damn way that you could fall in love with somebody that quickly. Ain't it funny? All the twisted games, all the questions you used to avoid. Ain't it funny?
It's not funny.
Remember I brought her up and you told me I was paranoid.
I love the build of the organ underneath. It's like slightly modulating and just building tension and anxiety, and it's just, I don't know, that mixed together with Olivia's delivery here is just like piercing.
You betrayed me, and I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard. Yeah, you talked to her when we were together, loved you at your worst, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor. God, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you.
So rhythmic, I love it.
When she's sleeping in the bed we made, don't you dare forget about the way you betrayed me.
This delivery, dude.
I know that you'll never feel sorry for the way I heard. Yeah, you talked to her when we were together. You gave me your word, but that didn't matter. It took you 2 weeks to go off and date her. Guess you didn't cheat, but you're still a traitor.
Damn.
You're still a traitor.
That is dramatic, dude.
God, I wish that you had thought this through before I went and fell in love with you.
Yeah, this is kind of heartbreaking. Olivia seems to be pulling on this thread of a sweater, and before long, there is a hole where her heart is, and that heart may have known the entire time this guy's intentions. And she's saying, you know, that he did not cheat or whatever, but he immediately found somebody else like 2 weeks later, and it's heartbreaking to be kind of discarded like that, and then all of a sudden there to be somebody new. She saw all the writing on the wall, the way he was talking to her beforehand, and how he immediately gravitated towards her after the relationship had ended. It leads me to believe this dude might have been cheating in some kind of way, maybe emotional cheating where he was kind of flirting or there was some sort of attraction there, which in itself is still cheating to me. You gotta be kind of careful about that. People think cheating is just, you know, some sort of sexual contact, but I feel like it goes even deeper. And, you know, if there's actually a psychological attraction, it can be even more than a sexual attraction. So the realization that like Olivia is left devastated while whoever this song is about seems to be emotionally unscathed is, you know, it seems like somebody might be kind of playing with her a little bit, especially with bringing the new girl around her and showing her off like a trophy. I feel like that's almost done on purpose to kind of hurt her. I mean, this dude must have known, you know, what he meant to her, and this is just kind of a shitty thing to do. Sonically, I really enjoyed how this song builds. You know, it's basically framed around this modulated organ that kind of builds with accent melodies and harmonies coming through from some really creative layering in a way that it almost felt kind of gospel at times. It felt like it had some sort of religious undertones to it, which also just added to the dramatic edge of the song. And then how like it all finished too was pretty cool. I like how like we're slowly introduced to just different frequencies and different, you know, harmonics, and that's being introduced through bells and the acoustic guitar kind of becoming more prevalent in the mix, and it all adds to this dramatic build and this final climax. It's a sad song at its core, but at the same time, it's still incredibly satisfying as it builds and just becomes super modular and harmonized together.
Got
That's
my
clever.
driving driver's license last week, just like we always talked about.
You know, one thing I've been noticing about like Olivia's songs and her introductions to song is she really sets the stage, and this is kind of happening sonically here with the sound of the car door opening and then quickly modulating into a piano or layered in with a piano. It's a clever move. I dig it. It even speeds up.
I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yet today I drove through the suburbs. Cause how could I ever love someone else?
So pensive.
And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never...
Full transparency here. I think I've heard this one. I don't know where I heard it, possibly on the radio or something, but something about this seems very familiar.
Could I ever love someone else?
I'm sorry. I must have heard this song.
I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one.
Gorgeous, right?
And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
You know, this is kind of following some of this, or it's following similar formulas to her new track, Vampire. You know, it's dramatic and it has these builds where it takes you up higher and you think that that's the apex. You think that's the climax of where it's going. And then it goes a little bit higher and then you're on the edge of your seat and then it kind of thins out and we're just left with these brutal deliveries that just like feels so heart-wrenching and like so just feels like it's coming from an almost guttural place, but it's on perfect key. So it's difficult to describe, but I'm seeing some similarities in the writing styles here.
All my friends are tired of hearing how much I miss you, but I kinda feel sorry for them, cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Yet today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you.
Love her tone, dude.
And I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. Oh, and I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
It gives you chills.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
The payoff is always so good.
I still see your face in the white cars, front yards. Can't drive past the places we used to go to, cause I still fucking love you, babe.
She really paints a picture here, man.
Sidewalks we crossed, I still hear your voice in the traffic. We're laughing over all the noise. God, I'm so blue, no we're through, but I still fucking love you, babe.
Yeah, she's haunted. And it even reads like that sonically.
I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Oh my God, and she just leaves you.
Now I drive alone past your street.
Oh, it's perfect. Getting your driver's license is supposed to be a turning point in your life. It's supposed to be about an experience of escaping isolation, but yet sadly, I feel she's more isolated now than she's ever been before. The way she vividly paints the picture of aimlessly driving around and pinpointing landmarks where they shared some kind of experience and what it means to her now is just heartbreaking. I can literally feel that cold seat next to her and her like looking over like, you're supposed to be there, you're supposed to be here with me, and you're not. This is one of those sad experiences where you start to learn that love isn't always what it seems. She's getting that picture of maybe I was used a little bit, and she's definitely feeling, you know, a little discarded. But, you know, when you talk about like what's happening sonically here, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I love Olivia's delivery. I love her approach. I love her build. Everything comes to this beautiful crescendo in this end, and it's just so satisfying.
Called you on the phone today.
Hold on a second. That sounds familiar. Is that Taylor Swift? Is that New Year's Day? Okay, I don't know if that's a sample or something. What the hell is going on here? That sounds very similar. We'll listen to this. No, that's not similar. That's note for note. I don't know if it's a sample. The sustain sounds a little bit different on this. Okay. That's strange.
Called you on the phone today just to ask you how you are. All I did was speak normally. Somehow I still struck a nerve. You got me fucked up in the head, boy. Never doubted myself so much. Like, am I pretty? Am I fun, boy? I hate that I give you power over that kind of stuff. Cause it's always one step forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad. It's always one step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand.
Okay, he's playing mind games 100%.
No, I don't understand. Maybe in some masochistic way, I kind of find it all exciting. Like, which lover will I get today? Will you walk me to the door, send me home crying? It's one step forward and 3 steps back. I'm the love of your life until I make you mad. It's always one step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand. No, it's back and forth. Did I say something wrong? It's back and forth, going over everything I said. It's back and forth. Did I do something wrong? It's back and forth. Maybe this is all your fault. Instead, it's one step forward and 3 steps back. And I'd leave you, but the roller coaster's all I've ever had. Yeah, it's one step forward and 3 steps back. Do you love me, want me, hate me? Boy, I don't understand. No, I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a form of abuse. I mean, I feel like somebody is playing head games with her, and that's probably what's happening over here, and it's just driving her insane. I mean, Olivia seems to be trying to make it work, you know? She's saying there's one step forward, but every single time I do something nice, I just don't know if I'm going to make you mad or what. And it seems like she's walking on eggshells around this person, and she just never knows what to expect. And Olivia's even questioning this, like whether she likes it in some kind of sick way. Or is she just starting to realize that she's very vulnerable here? I mean, sonically, it's still beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is New Year's Day. I don't know if she's gonna, what the deal is with that. Possibly a sampler or something, but that is 100% New Year's Day. New Year's Day from Taylor Swift has definitely a different kind of tone to it. There's good and bad to Taylor's version as well. You know, some of it's like celebratory, but then some of it is like it's very self-deprecating. It's a very interesting contrast. Where this song doesn't really have that contrast, but it still stays within theme of the moody nature of the song, I guess. So yeah, I have no idea why New Year's Day piano line is on this, but whatever. I'll listen to some more Taylor. All right, next up is Deja Vu. Let's check it out.
Car ride to Malibu, strawberry ice cream, 1 spoon for 2, and trading jackets, laughing about how small it looks on you.
Oh, no. All right, I know this is going to be a very emotional song, but all I can think of is Tommy Boy with Chris Farley in David Spade's jacket going, fat guy in a little coat. Yeah. All right, whatever. Let's get back to the emotional journey here.
Watching reruns of Glee, being annoying, singing in harmony. I bet she's bragging to all her friends, saying you're so unique. So when you gonna tell her that we did that too? She thinks it's special, but it's all reused. That was our place, I found it first. I made the jokes you tell to her when she's with you. Do you get deja vu when
She's going to do the same thing.
Do you get deja vu?
This is kind of sad. She's seeing that girl wearing the green dress, and she's got the green dress too. Oh boy.
Do you get deja vu?
I like the little glitch thing happened there. The melody has such an interesting drive to it.
Do you call her? Almost say my name, 'cause let's be honest, we kinda do sound the same. Another actress. I hate to think that I was just your type. I bet that she knows Billy Joel, 'cause you played her uptown girl. You're singing it together now. I bet you even tell her how you love her in between the chorus and the verse.
She's like thinking that he's using the same lines he used on her on this new girl as well. I think she's starting to see the picture, the big picture here.
So when you gonna tell her that we did that too? She thinks it's special.
I like the down tempo.
It's all we used. That was the show we talked about. Played you the song she's singing now when she's with you. Do you get deja vu when she's with you? Do you get deja vu? Do you get deja vu? Strawberry ice cream in Malibu. Don't act like we didn't do that shit too. You're trading jackets like we used to do. Everything is all reused. Play her piano, but she doesn't know that I was the one who taught you Billy Joel. A different girl now, but there's nothing new. I know you get deja vu.
The sound design is so whimsical.
I know you get deja vu. I know you get deja vu.
It's full circle. With a different girl in the car. Ah, shit. She's got to feel so discarded. She's got to feel like she's just a certain type of girl that this guy goes for. And she's really just asking herself, was there anything that we shared that was special or monumental to you? I think Olivia's grappling with the idea that she may have been used. Still upset, you know, she's still coming to terms with her grief, and she's starting to realize that her ex might not be as heartbroken as she is. Still, she like wonders if these moments meant anything at all to him. If sonically, I enjoy the carefree pop atmosphere, and then highlight that with Olivia's delivery, and it just kind of adds a completely different depth to this whole thing. It's very fluttery and soft and sweet at times, and it almost feels like a love song, but it's still definitely heartbreaking. It's like a horror flick.
Well, good for you, I guess you moved on really easily. You found a new girl and it only took a couple weeks. Remember when you said that you wanted...
I think I know this one too. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I heard a couple of these songs like in passing and didn't realize it. This sounds familiar.
to give me the world.
I like it though.
Good for you, I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess the therapist I found for you should really help. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that. I've lost my mind, I've spent the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. But you're so unaffected, I really don't get it. I guess good for you.
Yeah, it's total pop rock, huh? Damn.
Good for you, I guess you're getting everything you want. You bought a new car and your career's really taking off. It's like we never even happened, baby. What the fuck is up with that? And good for you, it's like you never even met me. Remember when you swore to God I was
Oh, it's
the
cynical.
only person who ever got you? Well, screw that and screw you. You will never have to hurt the way you know that I do. Well, good for you, you look happy and
This is a good jam.
not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that. I've lost my mind, I've spent the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. But you're so unaffected, I really don't get it. I guess good for you.
This is one of those songs that I think I heard on the radio, and every single time I heard it on the radio, I did not change the station. So maybe I was a fan before I even knew I was a fan. Love the flange. Just got the gas can.
Maybe I'm too emotional, but your apathy's like a wound inside. Maybe I'm too emotional, maybe you never cared at all. Maybe I'm too emotional.
Awesome build.
Your apathy is like a wound inside. Maybe I'm too emotional, maybe you never cared at all.
She's like questioning it.
Not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Like a damn sociopath, I've lost my mind. I've spent the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. But you're so unaffected, I really don't get it. But I guess good for you. Good for you, I guess you moved on really easily.
Oh my God, this is so sarcastic. I love it. It's cynical in such a way. Olivia is starting to realize the risk of vulnerability here, and I think she's seeing it full circle here. She put herself out there. He left her high and dry. He moved on to somebody within a couple weeks, and she's saying, well, good for you. I hope you're happy and healthy and all that fun stuff. But the delivery is just so sarcastic and so cynical, and it's delivered in such a fun, catchy way. It's hard not to enjoy it. I mean, this is just an anthem through and through. Yeah, I'd hear this one on the radio and I would not skip it. I didn't know it was Olivia Rodrigo, but it's just a good tune. A little more folky.
I wore makeup when we dated, 'cause 'cause I thought you'd like me more. If I looked like the other prom queens I know that you loved before. Tried so hard to be everything that you liked, just for you to say you're not the compliment type. And I knew how you took your coffee and your favorite songs by heart. I read all of your self-help books so you'd think that I was smart. Stupid, emotional, obsessive little me. I knew from the start this is exactly how you'd leave. You found someone more exciting, the next second you were gone. And you left me there crying, wondering what I did wrong. And you always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough for you. All I ever wanted was to be enough for you.
This is dangerous.
And maybe I'm just not as interesting as the girls you had before. But God, you couldn't have cared less about someone who loved you more. I'd say you broke my heart, but you broke much more than that. Now I don't want your sympathy, I just want myself back. Before you found someone more exciting, the next second you were gone. And you left me there crying, wondering what I did wrong. And you always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough. Don't you think I loved you too much to be used and discarded? Don't you think I loved you too much to think I deserve nothing? But don't tell me you're sorry, boy, feel sorry for yourself. 'Cause someday I'll be everything to somebody else.
At least there's that.
They'll think that I am so exciting,
Her thin tone, man.
and you'll be the one who's crying. Yeah, you always say I'm never satisfied, but I don't think that's true. You say I'm never satisfied, but that's not me, it's you. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be enough. But I don't think anything could ever be enough for you. Enough for you. No, nothing's enough for you.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. Olivia's expressing that she changed so many aspects of herself, from her look to down to her personality. And she did it in a way just to be more appealing for this guy, and it's a dangerous thing. You know, in the end, she feels depressed and used, and that feeling of just not being enough is just such a dangerous thing. And there's a couple different paths you can go down. The healthy path, acceptance and self-love and embracing yourself for who you are, and then knowing that I am enough and I'm going to be a special treasure to somebody someday, and somebody's going to see the beauty of who I am for who I am. And she kind of expresses that at one point in this song. The second path is you let self-doubt take the wheel, and you start to wonder, am I ever going to be enough for anybody? And then you're going to be riddled with anxiety, and it's a dark path to go down, and it's something I think a lot of us get stuck on. You know, we get stuck on that path until we can find a little trail out to path one. It takes some of us years, and it's heartbreaking, and I really hope that she can learn from this experience and see it with a bird's eye view, and really just approach her next relationship in a way that she's actually appreciated, because this is honestly heartbreaking. It sounds like she put it all out there for this guy. She shared everything. She thought that these moments were monumental, and what they were doing was something special and real. And it's unfortunate, you know, as you're learning about love, and as you're experiencing pretty much this new emotion for the very first time. You have these experiences in your life when you're young. You get your driver's license, you have freedom, you start to really fall in love with somebody else. And that's almost like a brand new emotion. It's something different than the love you have with your family. Learning to navigate that emotion and the psychological effects that has on you, both good and bad, is honestly life altering. And that's why it really just comes down to finding that first path of self-love and self-acceptance, and knowing that that you are worth it, you are enough, and embracing that truly. Embracing path one is critical for self-development. It's only when you can truly love yourself, when you can truly embrace who you are as a person, that you will honestly open yourself up in the right way for somebody else to love you that way as well. And it's something that takes us years to understand and to learn and to really gravitate towards somebody else that's doing the exact same thing. Sonically, you know, with just the acoustic guitar and her projections, I think it really tied together the dramatics of this song in a perfect way. I love the way she brings it all home. I love her melody. I love her fluttery nature. I love her tone and delivery, but it's coming from a place that almost feels guttural, but just completely on key.
We broke up a month ago. Your friends are mine, you know. I know you've moved on, found someone new. One more girl who brings out the better in you. And I thought my heart was detached from all the sunlight of our past. But she's so sweet, she's so pretty. Does she mean you forgot about me? Oh, I hope you're happy, but not like
It's like a musical.
you were with me. I'm selfish, I know. Can't let you go. So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier. And do you tell her she's the most beautiful girl you've ever seen?
Do you use the same lines?
Love bullshit, you know you'll never mean. Remember when I believed you meant it when you said it first to me? And now I'm picking her apart, like cutting her down will make you miss my wretched heart. But she's beautiful, she looks kind, she probably gives you butterflies.
Oh my God, it's so sweet how she's not villainizing the other girl.
I hope you're happy, but not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know. I can't let you go. So find someone great.
She's not selfish, she wants validation.
I hope you're happy. I wish you all the best. Really say you love her, baby, just not like you loved me. And think of me fondly when your hands are on her. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier.
Oh, this is gorgeous. It's so dreamy. I love the cinematics.
I hope you're happy, just not like how you were with me. I'm selfish, I know. Can't let you go. So find someone great, but don't find no one better. I hope you're happy, but don't be happier.
Oh my God, that's a lot to take in. I really appreciate how she doesn't villainize the new girl. She even says she thinks she's perfect and pretty and all of these things. I really feel like this is a bird's eye view of the end of the relationship and her kind of stepping back and taking stock of the entire situation that has happened and her coming to the realization that she can't really villainize this girl, which is something I definitely respect. But instead, she questions, you know, was any of this meaningful? Did any of this mean anything to you? Was it impactful in any kind of way? Because this was such a monumental thing to me, and it seems like it meant nothing to you. And that kind of theory, that kind of thought is just like so discarding to her. It must just be devastating. Also, another line that caught me here is that she feels like she's being selfish. And I really don't think that she is. I think validating yourself is completely healthy and absolutely fine. So, Olivia, you are not being selfish. The whole thing is like incredibly heartbreaking and self-aware. And the whole song sonically reads like a musical. I love the dramatic, dreamy cinematics layered with emotional piano. And I think Olivia's delivery just absolutely nails it.
I kinda wanna throw my phone across the room, 'cause all I see are girls too good to be true, with paper white teeth and perfect bodies. Wish I didn't care. I know their beauty's not my lack, but it feels like that weight is on my back, and I can't let it go. Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me. I'm so sick of myself. Rather be anyone else. But jealousy started following me.
This might be my favorite, actually.
Started following me. I see everyone getting all the things I want. I'm happy for them, but then again I'm not. Just cool vintage clothes and vacation photos, I can't stand it. Oh God, I sound crazy. Their win is not my loss. I know it's true, but I can't help getting caught up in love. Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me. I'm so sick of myself. Rather be anyone else. But jealousy, yeah. All these friends are so cool, you go out every night, and your daddy's nice car, yeah, you're living the life. Got a pretty face, pretty boyfriend too. I wanna be so bad, and I don't even know you. All I see is what I should be. Happier.
It's off key.
Jealousy, all I
It's disintegrating.
Comparison is killing me slowly. I think too much about kids who don't know me. And I'm so sick of myself. Rather be
Yeah, this is my favorite.
anyone else. Jealousy. Oh, I'm so sick of myself. I'd rather be anyone else. Jealousy started following me.
Wow, I did not expect a track like this on this album. This reads almost like a Nine Inch Nails song. This is impressive. This is, I think, my favorite. I mean, jealousy is not an attractive trait, but it's something that we all share, and I think that's what's so self-aware about this song. Olivia talks about our shared experiences of basically keeping up with the Joneses, jealousy that we all share for each other. They've got a nicer car, better vacation photos, or whatever the case may be. And I think like now more than ever, I think people are more jealous than ever with social media. It can be so easy to compare yourself to somebody else. And sonically, oh my God, sonically, this is my favorite for sure, hands down on the album. Everything else is beautiful and fluttery and builds and has like this musical element to the whole thing, but sonically, this one is striking a chord with me. The jazzy build mixed with dark tones and stumbling off-key piano, all kind of build in this very dramatic, dark way. And Olivia, once again, just sells the whole thing. From the production to the delivery, everything is just 100% raw. And I think sonically, it highlights the lyrics in such a beautiful way.
Know that I loved you so bad, I let you treat me like that. I was your willing accomplice, honey. And I watched as you fled the scene, doe-eyed as you buried me. One heart broke, 4 hands bloody. The things I did,
Almost like they were both
just
responsible.
so I could call you mine. The things you did, well, I hope I was your favorite crime. You used me as an alibi, I crossed my heart as you crossed the line, and I defended you to all my friends. And now every time a siren sounds, I wonder if you're around, 'cause you know that I do it all again. All the things things I did just so I could call you mine. The things you did, well, I hope I was your favorite crime.
The layering is unreal.
It's bittersweet to think about the damage that we do. Cause I was going down, but I was doing it with you. Yeah, everything we broke and all the trouble that we made. But I say that I hate you with the smile on my face.
It's so lushed out sometimes, but so rhythmic at others.
Look what we became. All the things I did just so I could call you mine. All the things you did, well, I hope I was your favorite crime. Your favorite crime. Your favorite crime. 'Cause baby, you were mine.
That is a punch to the gut, dude. It's heartbreaking, man. Olivia is comparing herself to a crime, like it's illegal to love her. Oh my God, I feel for this girl. I'm like emotionally invested in her at this point. I mean, the whole song, I love the tone the entire way through. It's just absolutely gorgeous and strung out, and it's just like this elongated phrasing, but every once in a while, we're introduced to these melodies that feel like it's speeding up the tempo, but it's really not. It's staying within the confines of the song itself, and it's just like, it's jarring but real, and it's just like, I don't know, it feels like she's slipping out of character a little bit to deliver something a little bit more personal. As this song is evolving, we're hit with these really wide bass notes. It's almost like a bass drop, but it's really strung out. The whole thing just builds in such a really cool, organic way. As the guitar is added, it adds like a different frequency, and the pluck on the strings is just the way that it's muted and like right there in your ear, and it just sounds like you're just sharing this experience with her. The production on this album is absolutely unreal. The subtle layering and mixing of that sharp guitar plucking, it really creates an atmosphere of self-reflection. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an atmosphere of self-reflection. Interesting tone.
I knew a boy once when I was small, a towhead blonde with eyes of salt. He played the drum in the marching band. His parents cared more about the Bible than being good to their own child. He wore long sleeves 'cause of his dad.
Oh my God.
And somehow he fell out of touch. Hope he took his bad deal and made a royal flush. Don't know if I'll see you again someday, but if you're out there, I hope that you're okay.
She's really stepping outside of herself for this one.
Middle school friend grew up alone. She raised her brothers on her own. Her parents hated who she loved. She couldn't wait to go to college. She was tired 'cause she was brought into a world where family was merely blood. Does she know how proud I am? She was created with the courage to unlearn all of their hatred. We don't talk much, but I just gotta say, I miss you. And I hope that you're okay. Address the letters to the holes in my butterfly wings. Nothing's forever. Nothing is as good as it seems. And when the clouds won't iron out, the monsters creep into your house, and every door is hard to close. Well, I hope you 'cause I love you. And I hope that you're okay.
This is not what I was expecting for an ending track. Oh, the muffled piano. Sounds like somebody's talking in the background. Oh my God, the pulsating little piano, muffled piano note there feels like a driver's license, how that song kind of morphed there. I didn't think this album would be tied up in this kind of way. People that she knew that was, you know, outside of her experience. But I think the way that it ties back in is through admiration for these people. I have to believe that this is the ending track, the last song on the album, because she wants to take what these people have possibly learned, you know, that she hopes are okay, but she thinks that they, you know, got better in some kind of way. She doesn't know for sure, but at least with the second character, the girl she was talking about, she still talks to a little bit. You know, she was talking about, you know, how she wants to go to college and be outside of it all. And even though they were handed these impossible circumstances from both physical and psychological abuse, that they still were able to overcome it in some kind of way and be okay. And she hopes that truly that they are okay. And it's not just one of those, you know, things you post on Instagram to make your life seem better. You know, this feels truly like it's coming from the heart, you know, like she actually wants these people to be okay. And, you know, even though she doesn't see them all the time, she's thinking about them and she wants the absolute best for them. And I think the admiration side of this thing and why it all ties together here is because she wants to, you know, use this. She's been hurt as well. You know, she's had these horrible circumstances that have happened to her, and her coming to terms with what love is and how she expresses it, and her feeling discarded and feeling like she was used, and expressing and feeling this, you know, life-changing, profound emotion, possibly for the first time, and then having it all go to shit like most of ours does. You know, it's incredibly impactful, and she wants to take that as a learning experience and hopefully change for the better for herself, you know, to go down that path of self-love and acceptance. All right, so what are my final thoughts on this album? I think at its core, this entire album is really just about the human experience. There are subjects of loss and self-doubt and psychological warfare, and it's all told from the angle of somebody walking through this minefield, picking up the pieces that they thought were indestructible. These are the experiences that truly callous our souls. These are the kind of experiences that have a major impact on our development. After the smoke clears and the scabs scar, how we approach love in life is dramatically changed, and I feel like this album highlights all of that. It's a great debut album from Olivia Rodrigo. Again, it's not exactly what I was expecting, but I feel like it was real. It was honest and it was pure. Sonically, it was kind of all over the place. At points, it was pop rock, and then it was emotional piano ballads, and it all kind of tied together and had a certain fluidity to it that still felt refreshing and fun to go through the whole thing. Learning that vulnerability has its risks, you know, putting yourself out there and truly giving yourself to somebody and opening and sharing a piece of your soul with somebody does not come without risks. You're going to run into people that are going to use you and discard you and discredit you, and it's going to make you feel like shit, and it's going to bring you down so far, especially on your first love experience. It's going to feel soul crushing, but you almost need to have that experience to grow and develop as a person, to know how to approach your next relationship, to know what to share, what not to share, what to look out for. Now, I'm not saying you should never open up or never love anybody or never truly express yourself in a vulnerable way. I'm just saying, as humans, as people, we need to have our guard up to a certain degree, especially while you're still learning to navigate this world and where you fit in. And overall, though, man, it was beautiful, sonically brilliant, and organically pure. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this one. And yeah, I guess that's going to do it. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, please consider liking and subscribing. I do this sort of thing all the time. If you want to check out some live performances from Olivia Rodrigo, I'm going to have to put them on Patreon just because there's no way I can put it on YouTube from the live videos that I watch. So if you feel like supporting, go over there and do that. I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, everybody.